Welcome to Meadowhare Cottage and October's themed monthly cards. All my cards this month will have a Halloween theme. Subscribe and follow my handcrafted cards and playlists. I have made this interactive card for my grandchildren who love to celebrate Halloween. I love the idea of trick or treat, so this interactive card is in the shape of a cupcake, with lots of sparkly frosting on the top and lots of Halloween goodies, ghosts and pumpkins and bats and a witch, and lots of green drippy gooiness on the cupcake wrapper. Little Velcro dots hold the sentiment and the cupcake together and look like spiders' webs. And as you open the card, it reveals a monster green spider and lots of webs and spiders and bats in a forest scene. I have layered the main spider's web with sparkly glitter paste, and it gives a 3D effect with a trick or treat behind it. I have used various levels of pink and purples and deep indigo for the dark evening sky, and a stencil to make a forest scene. I have also used ink watercolor pencils, and they have made the trees look quite realistic. To give the children more to look at, the sides are covered in bats and with the same layering of sky-like inks. And the back of the card has a pumpkin with a cut-out face. He's meant to look spooky, but I think he looks quite friendly. And there are lots of bats, with the handmade stamp and medallion, which I have signed. The camera is struggling to focus on the sparkly cupcake top, but I have used a sparkly texture paste. I hope you can see the frosted sparkly texture paste on the top of the cupcake. It really is very realistic and makes my mouth water with the raspberry rippling on the top. I made the card in 350 GSM construction cardstock so that it would take a little bit more handling. I hope the children will like it and the panorama effect. I have included a slideshow of photos as to how I made this card using a cupcake card shape and all the various elements of Halloween. I assembled all the dies and stencils to imagine how the inside would look and the drippy gooiness for the cupcake wrapper. I scored the paper for the cupcake shape, and this is how it looked. I then die cut the cupcake onto the scored paper, resulting in a 3D look. I die cut extra cupcake shapes for the inside and side panels and the cupcake wrapper, but I didn't use the bow. I assembled the dies and stencils on the cupcake shapes to see how they would look, and stenciled the bats on the inside panels. I added the die-cut pumpkin to the back. I used permanent inks and stencil to create the inside panel forest scene, and blended the ink water pencils to create lifelike forest trees. I extended the forest scene to the first half of the front panel to make a panorama effect. Cut one of the extra cupcake shapes in half for the front panel. I decorated the front halves in glitter texture paste for the frosting, pink metallic polish for the rippling. I added colored die-cut elements, the sentiment, and a stenciled wrapper, and this is how it looked. I added little Velcro dots to secure the card, and they looked like spiders' webs. And you can see all the metallic gilding polishes, permanent inks, ink water pencils were used for making the card, and the stencils and the dies. And now for the card's close-up. Happy Halloween! I hope your trick-or-treating is fun this year. Do join me again. Goodbye.